What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video on my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over a college basketball game for Wednesday, December 28th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best luck on all your picks for today. Let's go ahead and get into the game. I'm going to be looking at Alabama, the number 8 seed, versus Mississippi State, the number 21 seed. The 8 versus the 2-1 or the 2-1-8. This is actually my bias number. That's why I'm doing this game because I just like that number. I like the 2-1-8, the 1-2-8, the 182, the 8-2-1. And of course, this is taking place on December 28th, written 1-2/28, the 8 seed versus the 21 seed. Those of you who've seen my work, I cover that number extensively. The 182, the 128, the 281, the 821, the 812. Another thing is, everybody wants to say numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. You guys, numbers don't lie. The words Gematria doesn't work. Some's the 218. Of course, the MLB World Series ended on the 218th day for the Hebrew. Last year's or this year's Super Bowl winner, Los Angeles Rams, comes to 218. Numbers don't lie, you guys. I can't even spell it. Numbers don't lie. Make sure it doesn't work, 218. But anyway, the number 8 Alabama versus the number 2-1 Mississippi State, the 21 and the 8. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way I have it structured here is I have the road team up top, their coach's record, their season record, their road record, their conference record. In the middle is the all-time head-to-head between the two teams. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, their conference record, as well as their coach's record. So let's just go and jump into this real quick. I'm going to do the home team first, go over some numbers for Mississippi State, and then I'm going to go over some numbers for Alabama. So starting with Mississippi State, what are some numbers here for them to win this game? It could come at the hands of the Alabama coach. Alabama coach, he can get his 82nd loss for his career, as well as his 39th loss specifically as a coach for Alabama. This will be a day with 82 date numerology on the Gregorian. If you write out 82, it sums to 39. He can get his 82nd loss, as well as his 39th loss specifically for Alabama. He would actually sit on 167 wins with the loss. 167 mathematically is the 39th prime number. So that could be a squeeze spot there for him, sitting on that 167, the 39th prime, as he gets his 39th loss as a coach for Alabama specifically. Mississippi State, they are the 21 seed. They could make Alabama become 2-1, like 21 on the road for the season, as Mississippi gets their 12th win for the season. 12, 21, they're just reflections of each other. Or they become 1-2-1. You have a 12 and a 2-1 in there. The 21 seed can make Alabama become 2-1, like 21 on the road. It is Alabama's third road game. They can pick up their third loss for the season. It is a day with 62 date numerology on the Gregorian. 62 written out sums to 155. Mississippi State coach can get his 155th win regular season for his career. And then Alabama, they can sit on 10 wins for the season, as Mississippi becomes 1-0, like 10 for the conference, as Alabama becomes 0-1, a reflection of 10 with a loss. And those would be some numbers that I would point towards Mississippi State winning this game. If we were to switch gears here and talk about Alabama, what would it take for Alabama to win this game? Sorry to interrupt this video, you guys, but I need a huge favor from you. Can you go ahead and like this video and leave a comment below on who you think's going to win? It's going to help with the YouTube algorithm. It's going to help grow my channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Let's go ahead and get back into the video. Well, there is 46 date numerology on the Gregorian. Alabama or Mississippi State coach, he can get his 46th loss for his career regular season. He can sit on 154 wins on a day with 154 date numerology on the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. This is Mississippi State's 13th game, their first conference game. This is Alabama's 13th game, their first conference game, 13-1, 13-1, kind of like 131. Alabama is looking for their 131st all-time head-to-head win against Mississippi State. Alabama could become 11-2 for a season record with the win, as Mississippi State becomes 11-2 for a record with a loss. 112. Spell it out. 112 sums to 78. And Alabama can sit on 78 all-time head-to-head losses against Mississippi State, as both become 11-2, like 112 for a season record with an Alabama win. Mississippi State, they could become 6-1 for a home record with the loss, like 61. If you write out the number 61, it sums to 131. And we talked about that briefly. I just mentioned that. 13th game for Mississippi State, first conference game. 13th game for Alabama, first conference game, kind of like 131. Alabama is looking for their 131st all-time head-to-head win against Mississippi State. If that were to happen, Mississippi State could become 6-1, like 61 at home for the season. Written out 61 sums to 131. And 62 date numerology on the Gregorian, 62 sums to 38 and 61. Alabama coach can sit on 38 losses with the win as a coach specifically for Alabama. He would get a 72nd win as he gets his 168th win. He'll get his, let me say that again. He'll get his 72nd win as a coach for Alabama as he gets his 168th win overall. 72, if you write it out, sums to 168. And yeah, it is a day leaving 3 left in the Gregorian year. And that could really go either way for Alabama. They can get their 3rd loss for the season, or they can become 3-0, get their 3rd win on the road. So it kind of just goes either way. But that's about it. That's about what I have for this game. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to what's going on. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate the support. Hopefully you win all the money in the world. And I'll see you guys in the next video.